Hello, community. Welcome to today's Bible reading. I'm Kathleen, one of CBC's pastors, and as always, it's so good to be here with you. This week, we are going to be reminded that Jesus, our King, Jesus is a God who welcomes all and loves all. Jesus is a loving and welcoming God, and that is good news. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I am going to offer you a reflection, and it's something that I heard last week and it meant a lot to me, so I've adapted a little bit and I'm going to read it as just sort of a preparation before I read the passage for today. So listen to these words and may they just invite you into God's presence in a fresh way. May you recognize right now that you are in God's loving presence. Not a God to be scared of, but a God of compassion and love, in whose presence you are safe, in whose presence you do not have to defend yourself, in whose presence you can be still. May you place yourself, your worries and your hopes in the hands of our loving God. Now listen to Psalm 136. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Give thanks to the God of gods. His love endures forever. Give thanks to the Lord of lords. His love endures forever. To him who alone does great wonders, his love endures forever. Who by his understanding made the heavens, his love endures forever. Who spread out the earth upon the waters, his love endures forever. Who made the great lights, his love endures forever. The sun to govern the day, his love endures forever. The moon and stars to govern the night, his love endures forever. To him who struck down the firstborn of Egypt, his love endures forever, and brought Israel out from among them. His love endures forever. With a mighty hand and outstretched arm, his love endures forever. To him who divided the Red Sea asunder, his love endures forever, and brought Israel through the midst of it, his love endures forever. But swept Pharaoh and his army into the Red Sea, his love endures forever. To him who led his people through the wilderness, his love endures forever. To him who struck down great kings, his love endures forever, and killed mighty kings, his love endures forever. Sihon, king of the Amorites, his love endures forever. And Og, king of Bashan, his love endures forever. And gave their land as an inheritance, his love endures forever. An inheritance to his servant Israel, his love endures forever. He remembered us in our low estate, his love endures forever. And freed us from our enemies, his love endures forever. He gives food to every creature, his love endures forever. Give thanks to the God of heaven, his love endures forever. This is an amazing psalm recounting part of the history of the nation of Israel and God's faithfulness. And of course, there's that phrase, his love endures forever, that is at the end of every verse. And I hope that those words stay with you today. Whatever you're facing, whatever you're going through, that his love endures forever. That this is our God, our welcoming, loving God. His love endures forever. And I wonder what it might look like for you to write a psalm. What would your psalm sound like? You know, giving thanks to the God of gods. His love endures forever. To the God who brought me to himself when I was a teenager. His love endures forever. To the God who has faithfully provided for me. His love endures forever. To the God who has given me a church community, his love endures forever, and on and on. So I encourage you to think about perhaps spending some time now or later today writing your own psalm. Just those phrases of ways that you have seen God's faithfulness. You have seen Him at work. His love endures forever. So that is my blessing for you today, that you would know His enduring love, that you would be reminded that you are safe in God's presence, safe in His love and compassion, with all of your worries, all of your hopes, all of your concerns, because His love endures forever. If for any reason you're not getting these Bible readings sent to your inbox, you can sign up at findcommunity.com/Bible reading.